Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to wish you a good day. I'm not really quite awake today for some reason. Oh, it's really hot and I haven't slept much, but I thought I'd take it easy. I thought I'd come in, nevertheless, to speak spontaneously, to speak of different ideas. The first one is to accept our imperfection as part of the divine perfection. We have a divine aspect that's already perfect, but we have a human aspect that's still growing and evolving. So we have to accept that and love our human aspect, our imperfect self, the perfection of our imperfection. Because our imperfections are perfect for what we're learning. And ascension is an eternal path. Once we move out of third dimension, we land in fourth, and then we land in fifth dimension. We find this bliss of this eternal bliss. But we'll realize we'll even be better in the sixth dimension, and then in the seventh, and so on and so forth. So it is an ongoing process, an eternal process of ascension and descension. We'll continue to participate in that, but we'll find this point, this plateau, very soon, where we're going to be able to move into a great deal of appreciation and abundance and gratitude as we ascend, as we anchor our energy, then we find peace within, we anchor our energy within the earth. We're assisting the great Mother Gaia, the Mother Earth, with her own ascension. The earth is not a thing, it is a living being, like an archangelic consciousness that has feeling, they have thought, but she needs to cleanse up all of the surface, everything else. I mean, the inner world is already ascended, although they're going to be ascending into a next level. But so there's like we want to assist her with this process, and for that we need to keep a high frequency, and the more the planet ascends, the more comfortable it's going to be for everyone to live. Yet all those who are brutal, all the brutality, the unconsciousness, the all the darkness, all the corruptions, all those beings that are learning the lower lessons will no longer be able to be part as the frequency arise. So we can let them go. It's like bless them and let them go. Everybody that goes, whether they are dark or light, just bless them, love, send light and love, so that they know that they may use that sometimes. They may need that this thought to assist them. For it's like a being that's been in the dark, always the possibility to go into the light, and is received into the light, is forgiven into the light. Some people will say, "No, I don't want that. I want them punished. I want them punished. I'm gonna pull their eyes out," and things like that. But it's not the way it works. I'm sorry, just went a little bit overboard with that. But I do know a lot of people that are really have this deep. Violent anger towards those they believe to be responsible for their condition. The thing is that when a being comes from the darkness, that has created a lot of darkness, that has created a lot of suffering and pain, and returns into the light, he is loved and forgiven. But he's got to deal. It's a very, very long process because consciousness is full. So it's like there is no escape to anything. There's a long process before the balance of energy has been reached. And so we do not envy do not blame or envy those who have chosen to participate in the lower frequency. And there is all kinds of souls that are learning the lower lessons. They're not ready for ascension. They will continue their path on another world, another planet. What we seek is to shift frequency to access part of our brain that we've never used before, like the cerebellum. Is when the right and left brain are fully active. It activates the cerebellum, which gives us a different kind of access to the hologram, just the physical hologram, and even our own hologram, physical body, our garment. For there is and so right now this great process of ascension is conducted by the Princess Aurora and the Archangel Michael. Beautiful Aurora showed me how to, because she brings from the darkness into the light. So she's a wonderful spirit. And understanding also every other being is another you in another level of consciousness, exploring different things, different sensitivity. Everybody's unique, and so everybody is another you at another level, another time, another form, another shape. And so just go with what you feel right, and do not. It's not because every being is connected to the Creator that you need to go into associate with beings that are in the darkness. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, just stay with your truth, but continue to to know that life is one. And so the card of the day is reparation. There's going to be a lot of reparation on the personal level, on the collective level, on the planetary level. There's a lot to be repaired. So it's going to be fun. We have to approach it as something that will be fun. For spiritual experiences that we receive are like postcards from home. They're like just glimpses that are coming down. There is so much more to be discovered, yet it is good to have antennas to be able to tune in to different frequency. For the I am, our beloved, our great I am presence, everybody is like just knowing that we are the I am presence, and so the company of heaven is really just following the lead of the I am presence, and basically everybody takes the cue from the creator, from source, and the I am presence is our own personal spiritual own personal spirit, the spirit of the divine that is given to us. There's going to be a renaissance, a resurrection. For that, there has to be a death. For the old death slavery system of the Babylonian system will not work. We're not going to fix it. It's going to go. So just trust that they will trust the renaissance, trust the process. Sometimes it's not easy to trust the unknown, but if you follow your inner guidance, you will be led to a transition path that you won't be affected by all of the chaos that may be coming. The observer of the day is the phallic mushroom. It's called soma. It is about the illusion that are being deconstructed. The past is the horseplay. We've had a lot of fun, and we're gonna have fun again. So it's like, but more sober, more conscious fun. More right now, it is the transformation, the judgment, and the power. Great deal. This transformation is a cosmic event, and it's very powerful. Just it's about the new life, and in the future, it's going to be puja, the bath of purification. We're gonna continue to purify ourselves because we're going to realize the more pure we are. It's not about judgment. Once again, we need to integrate our imperfection, to be indulgent a little bit, but continue to purify yourself in whichever way you can. And within ourselves, there is this wonderful card of the Island of Jewel. It is the star. It is the dream that are about to realize within. And the outside world is success. It is the rose garden. So it's yes, the rose garden. So it's it's about the inner art of success. It's about enjoyment, letting go of all the past in order to be ready to embrace the future, to embrace the new life that God is presenting. He's holding a lot of it is secret until it happens, and a lot of it will remain hidden until it is manifest. Just be prepared to be surprised. What we seek to do is to maintain an alpha state, because the beta state of consciousness is just classical 3D consciousness of the senses and what's going on. But an alpha state of consciousness being fully centered within ourselves and fully aware of of what's going on within the hologram. So it's about it's about maintaining this alpha state to open our sacred mind and our sacred heart. The breath starts from the sacred heart and return to the sacred mind, and then the cycle of infinity is being worked out through this process. No matter how much the deep state is going to yell and make propaganda and make threats and create all kinds of inhumane laws and rules and all kinds of things, it's bluff. They're bluffing. They want to. It's the power of seduction once again. It's the power of trying to convince people. Come with me. Let's all jump through. It's like if you're lucid, you're not gonna buy what they're selling, and you're just gonna say no thanks. I'm choosing something else. And for all the many dark portals that were on the earth, those are not just closing; they're imploding. They're imploding, and so. So do not let yourself be distracted by all of those things. Focus on your well-being, on your connection to source, and your ability to manifest miracles through your ability to be one with your creator, your source. And as we ascend, as consciousness ascend, we realize that I realized a long time ago, but more and more, it's like there's always so much more to realize. Sometimes it's just you have the idea, but then once you actually feel the experience, it's another level. And so there are amazing spirit beings in the universe, spirits with unimaginable qualities, virtues, powers, and abilities in the universe, but we don't always meet them in the lower realm of the materiality. we meet them as we ascend. Right now we are ascending through the dimensions, but eventually we'll reach the celestial planes. Those celestial planes, known as an architectural sphere, are not evolutive. They were created by the fiat of deity. God created them, all of them, in one thought, and they are eternal sphere of administration, and so they're all paradisical in nature, and they increase in glory and light as we ascend from the system to the constellation, local universe, minor sector, major sector, super universe, the central universe, until we reach the paradise center, the home of God. And then we'll see, we'll know this, that we. So it's gonna, and so because in the universe we all God being the greatest being in the universe. Over here it's like everything is ruled by the Father, Mother, God, under the supervision of the Supreme Being. But the Father God is the Paradise Creator, Son Michael, known as Jesus Christ, and Sophia, Nebadonia, the Great Mother, the Tao. And so together they're unfolding a path of evolution for the whole universe in many ways, and so because it comes from the Supreme, it goes into the Father, Mother, God, and there is the Elohim that are co-creator of the form, and then the archangels, and those are very intelligent beings, and they've already, no matter how difficult it is, they have solutions for everything. So just call on your Elohim. We all have a Elohim. Then there is a Diva, and then there is the elemental body that's manifesting. So those, as things come into consciousness, it'll be a lot easier to know that we're already guided, we're already protected. We just continue to cultivate this sense and do not listen to anything, not even me, of what is being said. You listen to it, but filter it through your own heart. Know if it resonates with you, because it is a time where there's so much fake news, so much, even people with good intention. Sometimes I'm hearing people, I know they have good intention, but I'm saying they're talking about things that like where did they get that? Oh yeah, well, I see that there was an interference there, and like all the information they were seeking were blocked and replaced by something else, and now they believe that is true. So just filter it, and whatever truth you believe, it's okay. The thing is be ready to upgrade it. If you receive a higher truth, let it go. Just accept the higher truth. Be flexible enough not to hold on to anything. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I thank you for your donations. Just thought I come to say hello. Although I'm not I'm not quite there is a big transformation also. It can make us very tired, because this transformation is very intense and deep inside, and so we're like in the process of, we're like in a cocoon, and we're gonna emerge as a butterfly after having been this rampant being. We're gonna be a great glorious being. And so just trust the crystalline transformation, drink a lot of water, exercise, love yourself. So love yourself, and try to do as much as you can to communicate that well-being, that love. But it's not just love, it's about also consciousness, like where even people that are making very little steps should be encouraged, no matter what their level. It's like if it's a school, if you took a university student and someone from kindergarten, they're not learning the same thing, but it doesn't mean that what they're learning is not valuable for them on the soul level. So I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to sing a song to finish. I didn't really look for it. It's just a song that reminds us that in one day everything can change. It's called What a Difference a Day Makes. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear, since you said you were mine. Lord, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy since that moment of bliss. that thrilling kiss. It's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Well, in 24 hours, everything can change. It's the same when the day the galactics are gonna come, that's gonna change history forever. Even those who do not believe will have to accept it. It's gonna be quite fabulous. I pull some cards. I'm gonna pull some cards with the Angel Tarot. The observer is to overcoming doubts, and doubt is a dead center. It's okay to doubt, but as we doubt, things are just being on hold until we make a choice. The highest wisdom is friendship. Friendship is, I really love Epicure. Epicure thought that friendship was the highest, the most precious thing we have, because we need to be, to be, it gives a sense of belonging, a sense of, and friends, we want to be friendly to our life, but there are some people we find more affinity, so those are the people we want to work close and to close with. Epicure was also was interesting. One of his idea was, in order to live happy, we need to hide ourselves from the world. And in some sense, we need to share. We need to be open. We need to share with the world. But certain things we need to keep private. It's just to find the balance. What we need to understand is temperance. Temperance means to have the light part of ourselves that is dominant within. When the light part is from Socrates, when the light part is dominant, we are temperate, we are master of ourselves. But when it is the dark part that overtake us, then we become we become slave of ourselves, we become intemperate. So just keep things in balance. Then what needs to be done, what we need to do is departure, to be ready for the move, the trip. Everything is about to change, and the outcome will be knowledge, great deep internal knowledge, eternal knowledge. There is a big difference between matrix knowledge, linear knowledge, third dimensional knowledge, and higher fifth dimensional knowledge, which is the transcendental principles, energies, knowledge that we integrate, that will free us from a lot of those early limitation. We need to let go of the past and trust that the Creator has plans. Sometimes my soul is presenting me with ideas that I'm having a hard time having a hard time just feeling how this can work. Is like, but I have to trust nevertheless, and as things unfold, we will see how those things are being but we always have the choice. I would recommend to collaborate as much as possible with your soul, because if you do not collaborate with the soul, the soul says you got to do that, and you say no, I don't want to do that. At some point, what was supposed to be done there will be missing. So just follow your own heart, follow your guidance. Pay attention to your dreams. Listen to the signs of life. And be open and loving in relationship to all the spirits. Sometimes spirits communicate, just respond with kindness. Just if a spirit, you receive a message from spirit, says thank you, or say yes, or say no, or say I get you, or whatever. But just know that there is all invisible world. The veils are becoming very thin, and so we're receiving a lot more than we ever have before. And we're getting ready for this great ascension for Lemuria and Atlantis, were two of the great civilizations that were in the past. But Lemuria was true paradise at the time of Mu. It was 12th dimensional civilization. Then Atlantis was a way to resolve all, to find peace between all of the galactic invasion, the rebels, all of those who ended up on the earth, all the souls, to put them together. But eventually, it was the most advanced physical civilization that was on the earth, and the consciousness is returning for Atlantis at the very patriarchal side, militarist, corporatist. There was the Aryans and the sons of Belials. They created the fall, the destruction of Atlantis, and then there was a matriarchal civilization on the island of Poseida that was very the Atlara, and that was very connected to the higher planes. And so those are memories that are returning. We all suffer. 70% of the population experienced the trauma of the destruction of Atlantis. That was somewhat of a paradise on earth. But we had to recreate this paradise with the assistance of God and Spirit in even a greater way that's never been before, because this new golden age is meant to stay is not meant to end after a time. All the golden age in the past were like localized, and then they ended up, and then they had to start again. But now we're ready for a total full ascension of the planet. It will take a while for this full ascension, but we're getting, everything is getting in place for that, and that is really what is planned by the universe. It's very clear, and we'll get the assistance of Spirit and the galactic as more consciously. They're going to be coming more and more, and so just prepare yourself for what you've been asking for mostly. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.